So the drones are not gone. Okay. And in the last week, I've had 2 over my house that were witnessed by my wife. They were at about 125 feet. She called me and said, I'm parked in front of the house watching 2 drones over our house. I put my shoes on. I ran out front. It was very cold, like 8 degrees out. I ran out front, and she said they kind of drifted behind our house, and she didn't have time to get video because she called me instead of making a video. And they drifted to the north, which is the backside of my house faces north. They drifted out. By the time I got back to my porch, they were way out just in the trees. You could just see them through like tree limbs way out in the horizon a little bit. But one went due north and one went northwest, and they were kind of gone by the time we got out there. And then last week I had a lady sent me a video of something. It looked like a plane, except it had lights out to back that kind of looked round, made it look like a round body. And she said it went over her house and didn't make a sound. And it was heading north towards Picatinny Arsenal, which is an air base, military weapons base near here. A couple weeks ago, before that, I saw a couple over Dover, New Jersey, which is the town right next door to us. I saw one over the hospital hovering, and it made a left and went out over the woods. So the whole hovering over the houses, I think, is very real. I personally have witnessed it. My wife witnessed it. I witnessed it a little bit. So they're still out there, and they're probably still doing whatever exercises they're doing, you know.
Did you see the activity go down at all during the period of time where the FAA regulations were in place against the civilian drones, or did that not affect your county?
They put those restrictions primarily over the power grid. There are some of the towns here in New Jersey and everywhere that they have very large substations, or I don't even know what they are even called. I know substations, but they're big, like they're really big, like they're size of a city block or something. They put restrictions over those. Smaller substations they did not. Those really large substations could probably take out 100,000 houses of power. So it wasn't near me, and really the drones started to dry up the week after Christmas, significantly, and they've kind of tapered down, which almost makes the ones that you do see now floating around stand out a little bit more, because they really stand out now.
Yeah, because you have heard some reports like Ross Coulthard. I know you've appeared on his show numerous times. He's been saying that it's a myth that the activity died down, but I have a lot of friends in New Jersey, and it does seem that it did die down overall.
I told him on his last time I was on there, about, I think it was 2 weeks ago. It's gone from, and this is the one thing I would agree with the White House on, is they were saying that it was a lot of civilian drones and a lot of this and a lot of that, and a lot of people are seeing everything we're seeing were airplanes. I would say it went from legitimately a 70-30. 70% were something that was identifiable. There were planes. They were stars. I did have 2 or 3 people tell me that Venus was a drone, and they were adamant. And I helped them get through that, but they were adamant. New Jersey has, in North Jersey here, there's, I think, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 fairly significant airports near here. And you can see their landing patterns. You can see their flight patterns. So people were mistaking that. But if it was 70-30 previously, now it's probably 90-10, 85-15. They're just still out there, but they're not as prevalent. But again, they're so low, they stand out now.